Hey guys, so this is another first impressions video, and first of all, I'm sick, so if I sound funny or I do weird pauses, you know why. This is killing me. But anyhow, and second thing, I'm gonna tell you a story, and it's this conspiracy theory at this point. So let's put our tipfoil hats on, guys, because it's conspiracy theory time. So this hero, there's a guy in the community that has been asking for a hero that is an immortal killer and converts heroes to yellow in purple for like 8 freaking months. I've been speaking to this guy so many times, and yeah, it's been really stressful for him to the point that recently he told me I'm gonna leave the game unless they release a hero that does these things. And here are the comments and all the things that he's put there. And yeah, and when I saw the new hero, I was like, yeah, you're gonna be very, very happy. Yeah, but the thing is that check this out. The way that he went about it is that he would continuously send tickets to support in game, and to try to get this game to actually have this hero finally released over and over and over and over, as you saw there in the image. And yeah, that's the conspiracy. Did the devs really saw the feedback and finally decided to create a hero like this? I have no way of knowing that, so that's why it's a conspiracy theory. I actually asked an admin, and the admin has no idea about that. No idea. So yeah, it's gonna stay as a conspiracy theory, but I'm very happy that this hero was released and this guy is finally getting the hero that he actually wants. Because Grusha is not your run-of-the-mill hero. She has some very powerful abilities that we're going to talk about right now, guys. Slow speed, usually pretty bad. Apply saber possession to the target for 4 turns. Yes, this pretty much is the ability that turns the enemy to yellow. After dispelling their buff, she's the Dispeller. Deals 1,610% damage to the target. And, oh my god, this amount of damage is like crazy. This pretty much won the level damage, so that is really, really scary, guys. And it has a 50% chance to inflict Frostbite. Frostbite, it's the exact same ability as Yuki to get them frosted in that situation. And it's not the really frozen one. It's the one that if you gain mana to eliminate it. It's just like Yuki, guys. So yeah, so that's really important for her because this ability is going to make her a control hero more than anything. Enters the Beastie summoning status for 4 turns. They're going to talk about that in a second. Saber Possession converts to yellow target to yellow and increases the damage taken by 30%. So pretty much she feels a lot like Arthur, guys. For sure. When you go off, you gain the frostbite on the enemy, and yeah, it's pretty much like Arthur for sure, guys. And the actual extra damage taken is crazy because you're gonna dispel. If they have buffs and things like that, it's not gonna be there. They're gonna get frosted, and they're gonna take 30% more damage. So it's gonna be pretty crazy. Yeah, I'm really scared about these abilities actually. Only one instance of this effect can exist at a time, and it is not considered a debuff and cannot take effect on targets without allies. So pretty much the same ability as Arthur. It is similar to lifelink heroes, but it's going more towards Arthur. Beastie summoning: when an enemy target is defeated, summon a saber to a random vacant position in the enemy team. So this is like 100% the most fun thing that they've come up with. You eliminate an enemy, and pretty much they're gonna turn into a ferret. Into a ferret. So freaking funny. But we're gonna call them sabers because they're calling them savers, and they're like the cutest thing to have like ever. I mean, in the game, for sure. That is so freaking cool. Now check this out. Status ends after taking effect once. Saber cannot cast skills. Inherits 500% of Grusha's attack, defense, and mass HP. What? 500 freaking percent. That means you're not gonna kill that guy by doing skill damage, especially if you're going to play using using a mono purple team on the attack. So yeah, they're gonna be around for a while, and with that defense. However, do take into account that every time a turn passes, they're gonna lose 30% of their max HP. So in time, they're gonna die in about 3-4 turns, depending on how much damage they get there. And Frostbite, the same ability as Yuki, cannot attack or cast skills. This ability is dispelled after gaining a certain amount of mana and is not considered a debuff. Reduces the target defense by 30% for 3 turns when the Frostbite effect expires. So I thought that this part about the lowering defense thing, that was just Yuki. Apparently that's the ability from Frostbite itself. So that that is removed, and then they lose 30% defense. So at this point, you're doing 30% more damage, and you're getting 30% less defense to the target when they lose the Frostbite for 3 turns. So yeah, that is a lot of debuffs, guys. That is very powerful stuff. So let's talk about her awakening real quick here. I do have her +0 because literally I poured everything I had to get Klim to +5, and spoiler alert, I was able to get him to +5, but I'm not gonna push too hard for Grusha, maybe to +1, because this +1 is pretty powerful. Enhanced skill has a 50% chance to inflict frostbite on the target and surrounding enemies. So it's a 100% chance. Oh, so it's a 100% chance. It should be a 100% chance because you already have 50 and now you're getting 50 additional, so that's pretty awesome. Enhanced Saber reduces 20% defense for its allies per turn. So every single turn that passes, one little ferret, one little saber is going to give reduces 20% defense to all of their allies. So that is insane. You're getting the 30% from the frostbite and 20% for this. So pretty much it's 50% less defense, and on top of that, if it's the target, it's going to be 30% more damage taken. So this is no joke, guys. Very important stuff. Oh, and of course, you do have to kill one hero to make this happen. It's going to be about 3-4 turns. So you have to be ready to kill the next hero right off the bat when this happens. Very powerful stuff. All right, +2 increases attack defense and max HP by 6% and increases critical chance by 10%. So this means that this hero is intended to do damage. So yeah. If you thought it was gonna, I mean, with this amount of attack, yeah, you're gonna want, they're gonna want to actually give her in that situation a lot of damage to be dealt there. But we'll have to see, because I haven't seen her really doing that crazy amount of damage. We just have to wait for people to actually raise her more and more, and her talent, her badges is like crazy stuff, guys. The +3. Oh, come on. When taking a fatal blow, it becomes immune to death for this turn and restores 100% of max HP. I mean, every single hero that released is getting this revival thing, and it's the one that's getting 100% max HP back. So this is freaking amazing. I mean, this ability made Mildred like one of the best heroes in the game, and now everybody's getting it. So yeah. If you're gonna want to get this hero at defense, you're gonna want to get this for sure. And new passive increases the damage dealt by 40% up to 4 stacks after casting a skill. I just realized it's 160% damage dealt. Oh. Because I do have footage for this gal, and I've seen her like 120, so I didn't pay much attention. Okay, 120, that's not... So it's 160 freaking damage dealt, so yeah, that is going to be... Yeah. But there is one downside. Remember that the hero has to go off, and she is a slow hero. So you're going to need something to power her mana gain, and purple is like the best color to do this, guys, and I'm going to explain that a little later. The +4 is the same as the +2, and the +5 enhanced skill effect. When Grusha's skill hits, the target becomes unable to trigger immunity to death for 3 turns. So this is what our buddy actually asked for. Immortal Killer for purple. I mean, yeah, if you want this, you're gonna have to get her to +5, but to be able to beat speedrun at the absolute best of the best score, You need immortal killers, and you're going to need this +5 to do that. Very powerful stuff, guys. Versus specific heroes, yeah, you're going to need this for sure. There's a few heroes that I love to use because they're immortal killers, and this may be one of them. Enhanced Saber, we're talking about ferrets now, has the 50% has a 50% chance every turn to inflict frostbite on its random one ally for 2 turns. So at this point, it's not just Grusha that is giving the frostbite, it's also the ferrets every time a turn passes. There's a 50% chance for this to actually happen. So this is pretty cool. This is really nice. So at this point, if you're playing Yuki and this hero at the same time, yeah. I'm talking about defense. The amount of this is gonna be like super. Yeah, oh my god! I can think of so many teams that's gonna be like you could combining stuns with frostbite. We're already seen this with Yuki, and now we're adding another hero that could possibly do this. Turning them to yellow, it's not exactly very fun, but the ability to lower their freaking defense so much and also damage dealt, that could be something that you really want. Or maybe a team that you have Malford and a freaking powerful Idritha on a single target all the time, and it's turned freaking yellow. Yeah, there's a lot of heroes that you can. There's a lot of combination that you can actually use there. So very very interesting possibilities for her. So as I said before, I do have some footage to share with you guys. This is Grusha at +5, but the main thing is that our good friend JD actually shared this video, so thank you very much, JD, for doing this. He did do a very good job in showcasing the actual stats of each weapon. So and for her weapon, and also for her +3 ability, are actually doing more damage stealth. So longer the fight goes, more damage and more destructive Grusha becomes. Check it out.
I can make it through. I can make it through. I can make it through.
What a show!
I can make it through.
Disintegrate! What a show! It's hunting time!
I can make it through.
What a show!
I can make it through.
What a show! Disintegrate! Go! What a show! It's hunting time! Disintegrate!
So yeah, guys, that is really freaking scary, really freaking powerful. I mean, yeah, that was really scary, guys. I know I jumped a step here, but it doesn't matter. We had to show that footage as soon as possible. That was really powerful stuff. That ability to actually destroy an enemy, even if there was yeah, that was really fun to watch. And and the little ferrets all everywhere. I mean, it's worth it. It's worth to get there just because of that. So let me do a quick, because we already saw the footage, but I'm gonna explain a few things with her here, like I usually do. I should have done it before this, but whatever. All right, so let's do it real quick here. She is slow. She's gonna need a lot of mana here. So something I forgot to mention, that she in certain ways is a counter to revival heroes. This is the first one. Let me see the ability here. Saber possession. So she's not supposedly moving. Let me see. Immune to death, converts. She didn't get it this time. This is +5, but the hero next to her did get the frosted there. So let's hit it here. So, and boom, we got the ferret. So now we continue to do this. Even if this hero goes off, she's not going to be able to revive the hero in the place where the ferret is, the saber is. So that's the thing that I forgot to mention here. And damage dealt by 40% every single time she goes off. Let me just go off with her so I can show you that again. So she goes off, and the oh my god, this is the cutest thing ever, guys. Alright, so now we have 80%. So check this out. This does not expire. This goes off on forever. So she's going to get the damage dealt, and until the fight ends, she's going to stay with it. So we're talking about this amount of... Well, it's actually lower than usual. This should be higher, actually. And 100% 6 damage dealt and all that good stuff. So yeah, very powerful stuff. Let's continue to do this. Let's see how high can we actually do this. See, nobody revived because it's the place is taken by these little critters here. Let me see if I can. Here we go. Sorry guys, I'm sick. We lost the ferret, so let's continue to do this one more time here. And wow, that is really a lot of freaking damage. So I'm gonna continue to do this. I don't want to use the other heroes. Let me see if I can get the mana here. And she was able to revive. I just want to be able to get as much as possible. Turns into yellow, dispels, and boom. Ferret again. Man, I gotta say, I'm not getting... Look at these purple things at the bottom here. That's strange. Alright, I have to say, I'm not getting, like, at all bored with this. This is super entertaining to have these ferrets all over the place. Don't worry about them reviving, because all I want to do is to get the stats. Alright, we already got it. 60% more damage dealt. So if you have purple as your main color and you have resonance really high, damage dealt is gonna be this plus whatever you have your resonance. So she's gonna hit like a truck. And we're gonna prove. We're gonna check that right now. How hard she's gonna hit. Let's make it slower. 13k without critting. That is impressive, guys. That is impressive stuff. I mean, there wasn't any other way to do it. It was, yeah, it was inedible in that case. So let's start killing guys here. Yeah, it wasn't enough. A little bit more. Erase speed here. Alrighty. So, let's finish these guys off. This time we don't have any revivals. Let's just do it. Boom. There we go. So, yeah, every single time that I see the testing with this, I always see these informations here, and I've always noticed that she's always going to be the hero that's going to do a little bit less damage, but I'll have to continue to see people testing this out, guys, for sure. Because remember that a lot of players have gotten the hero and it's brand new in that case, so it's not going to be as strong. But once they actually get all the bells and whistles on her, including her weapon, we're going to talk about that in a second, and they're actually do the emblems. Her emblems abilities are really powerful and designed to do damage. So yeah, let's talk about her weapon. Summon Bell increases critical chance by 20%. For Grusha, this increases mana gain by 30% for 3 turns when 10 mana stones are matched. So, if you're asking if this stacks, yes, it stacks. It stacks 3 times. So it's 60% crit chance plus the +2 and the +4 awakenings. That's going to be 80% crit chance. And the mana gain is going to be 90 freaking percent mana gain. What? I mean, in agility, you have to understand, heroes in agility do not have a good weapon for you to actually give mana gain to your heroes, period. So with a slow hero like this, and you want her to do go off as many times as possible to get that sweet 160% damage dealt, you're gonna need this weapon. I mean, there's no other weapons that can naturally do this in agility. 90% mana gain is no joke. Forget about the crit chance. The 90% mana gain, you can get it from any other weapon in the game. Maybe 50%, but you have to sacrifice 20% from your life. So 90% is no other weapons in that case. So yeah, for sure, this is the best weapon for her. She is a slow hero. After that, I mean, you can give her a shield weapon if you want to use her on defense and all that, but it's not gonna work so well with her unless you add her in a purple team on defense, like Almist, like Director N, together to charge her mana, and then she'll actually go off on her own. That's a good option, and you can give her a good shield weapon, and she's never gonna die. And at that point, pretty much. So yeah, so very powerful. I mean, talking about Director N protecting her and all that good stuff. So yeah, a very powerful weapon. Definitely, that's the best weapon for her for sure. So let's go to Arena so I can actually show you just a few combinations that you can actually do with her. So let's switch here. I usually play this team at Arena, but for her, she's definitely gonna need Director N. Every single freaking purple team in the game needs Director N. No questions asked. So where are you? There you go. So her and Idritha, I mean, this is a very scary combination. She is doing 106% damage dealt and turning purple enemies into purple and turning ferrets and doing so many things. It's so making my head spin. Oh my god, that is scary stuff, guys. But there's one thing that you may want to take into account, and it's Francine. And I actually don't have Francine, and yeah, I'm gonna just add her here like with magic. There we go. We have Francine now. So if you add Francine to your team or on defense and all that good stuff, and somehow you make Francine hit the one that is yellow, that is going to be very scary stuff, because Francine's trademark is destroying yellow heroes and does a lot of damage versus yellows. And you have a hero that is forcing enemies to be turned into yellow. So yeah, Francine is a very powerful combination for her, for sure. No questions asked. But as I said, you have to have Elmist and you have to have Director N to actually have her on your team in that situation. So very powerful stuff, guys. Very, very scary stuff. And on other heroes that are on different colors, maybe definitely this gal. On defense, the thing is that on defense, I would like to actually try to use like Malfort and adding possibly Idritha. Let's see if we can do it like this. And you put Director N here. Oh my god, this is scary stuff, guys. Let me see. Where are you? Where are you? Of course. So maybe something like this. I know that I don't have a realm, a team realm hero, but the main realms that you have to worry about are the ones that stun, and Director N is gonna take care of the stunning. Don't worry about that. So at this team, this is a very viable team in my opinion, because Malfoy with his weapon and +3 is gonna target just one enemy, and this guy's gonna turn into frickin' yellow and frickin' destroy them possibly. And if that doesn't help, then Idritha is gonna frickin' murder her. Because remember that Idritha without her badges, I mean, she is like a normal hero. If you could call her a normal hero. However, once you get her to badges to 9, she has 100% crit damage for 3 turns when dealing critical damage with a skill. So that is really freaking scary. I've seen her so many times on defense with that. And yeah, that Idritha is really scary on defense when you have her like that. And on top of that, you have Director N that's giving her a 30% crit chance additional to her weapon. And yeah, and 60% more crit damage. So yeah, very, very scary stuff with Idritha. And of course, we're finally going to talk about the badges for Grusha. The badges for Grusha is no joke, guys. Damage to weaker elements when battle begins by 30%. So if you get her badges, you're going to do 30% more damage with her. Period. Because when you actually use her skill, you're going to first turn her to yellow and then do the damage. And well, turn to yellow, dispel, and then do the damage. So that is really scary stuff, guys. Really scary stuff. And if you're wondering which one is for 9 badges, 12% attack for 2 turns when dealing skill damage to weaker elements, stacking up to 5 times. So in other words, 60% more attack in general in that situation. So that is really freaking powerful. I actually have this with my Colette, and ever since I got the 9 badges, Colette is a new monster in my team. So yeah, I expect this to be happening as well with her in that case. So very powerful stuff, guys. Very scary. And as you know, there's a new hero. There's probably going to be a bunch of different teams that are going to be used on the attack, on defense. But this is my first one that I'm thinking. I love the synergy on this team for sure. Yes. Yeah. That's definitely going to be the one for me for sure. And that's a situation, guys. Whew, man. I mean, right now I'm trying to prevent my tickling in my throat to actually cough, guys. And for now, things are good. Things are good. All right. So anyhow, do I think that this is a must-have hero? Well, she is definitely a must-have hero. I mean, after everything that I just explained, how can you not put her as a must-have hero? She is the only hero that converts to yellow in the freaking game that is purple. And on top of that, they give her freaking this amount of damage and frostbite and more damage stealth and lowering defense. Oh my god, my head is spinning again. Oh my god, I need to take a cough drop or something. Oh my god. But definitely, this +1 is really freaking powerful in this case, and the defense and things like that. But I think you can use Grusha at +0, because the main reason why you want to have her is to turn the enemy into yellow and dispelling. That's the 2 main things that you have to take into account with her. So if purple is your main color, you are gonna want this hero, even if +0. And get her weapon. I mean, 90% mana gain for any hero is crazy, and for this hero is required because she's a slow hero. So I think you are able to play her at +0 in that case. Well, this +1 is nice. You're able to give more frostbite in that case, and once you actually get a Farah, you'll be able to get 20% more defense reduction in that case. So that's pretty nice. But I still think that +0 is definitely the one actually to actually see. You can use her +0, don't worry, guys. But I think the real sweet spot is this freaking +3, not for the revival thing. It's for freaking this 160% damage dealt. That is no joke, guys. And the damage dealt is not removed by anything. It's undispellable. I mean, I can't believe this is a +3. This is +5 level abilities. 160% damage dealt is no joke, guys. I mean, yeah. So this is definitely the sweet spot. If you want to awaken her and you want her to be like a monster, it's +3 for sure, guys. And the +5, yeah, the +5 is pretty awesome because you'll be able to actually finally kill immortal heroes and 50% chance to inflict frostbite with your little ferrets and things like that. But I still think the +3 is by far the best awakening in this bunch. I mean, yeah, the possibilities, the power. Oh my god. I do not regret getting clamped. But Grusha, I wish I had you. higher. I have her, but yeah, guys. All right, guys, that's pretty much it. If you have any questions, if you have any concerns, please leave in the comments and we'll talk about it. All right. Thank you very much for watching, guys. Have a great day. Bye-bye.